Hello, peeps. See, I fucked up. I went over. It says 15 minutes. It says 15 minutes, but it's not. It's more like 12 minutes. And I went over a little bit, so. And it was so quick, too. I put my blue eyes in for Marianne. I asked you guys to time me. And I came back so fast. But, whatever. I got my blues on for her. Marianne, who creeps me out, who's probably like our #1 fan, and she says she's family. She loves the videos, but she won't like comment on them. She just lingers. She likes to creep me out. I don't know why. See? There. I can't wait to get back to the gym. Gotta work the whole body. I don't know what y'all think. I'll post some more to the forum. Love you. Okay, so we're at 137. I cannot get carried away, because then it erases my fucking post, and then we lose it. You know, that was a moment, peeps, between us. You know? Hopefully it went up. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm new to this shit. So, you know what I mean? That fucking sucks. Alright. So I'm gonna go back to the forum. Okay. HLN must. No, jury. No, the court must be. What are they? Fucking lunch now, or what? I don't know. Is this shit live? Or is court over? Shit. Okay, wait, they're back.
No, I think it was about an hour and a half or so. Do you remember it being longer, needing to ask for a break?
Is that good? Because I want you guys to be able to hear it from my end.
Take a break. Okay.
Yes. And during this conversation, right before you talk about that she's now able to get sleep, do you recall that the actual conversation had to do with the fact that she was taking tranquilizers?
Yes, I'm reading.
Sustained. Do you remember what the conversation was about right before the short clip that we heard?
Yes.
Okay, what was it about?
I recall that she had told me prior to that time that she was taking tranquilizers and her sleep had become easier.
Okay, and
Trazodone.
how long was she taking the trazodone? Trazodone is the tranquilizer, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and how long was she taking the trazodone?
I think she said 6 months.
Okay, actually, do you remember it being 8 months?
Perhaps it could have been 8 months.
Okay, and was she taking that for what reason?
She was having difficulty sleeping, and she was anxious, and it helped her sleep.
Okay, and during this conversation that you're having with Mr. Martinez during the interview, are you telling him about these tranquilizers?
Yes.
And are you telling him why she needed to take the tranquilizers?
Yes.
And that, did she need to take these tranquilizers before June 4th, 2008?
No, she didn't report that she needed them.
And at some point, did she stop taking the tranquilizers?
Yes.
And is that the tiny little bit of a clip that we heard? Is after she stops taking the tranquilizers?
To my recollection, yes.
So after she stops taking the tranquilizers, now she's able to get sleep?
Apparently, yes.
So would it be incorrect to if you were to take the entire conversation, not just the little clip that Mr. Martinez played for us, but if you were to take the entire conversation, would it be correct to say that she did have trouble sleeping? Good.
Yes.
And that she needed to take medication. Did she need to take medication because she had trouble sleeping?
Yes.
It's part of the same conversation we're talking about. During the conversation that you had with Mr. Martinez during the interview, did you talk to him about the tranquilizers?
Yes.
And did you talk to him about Ms. Arias taking those tranquilizers for 8 months?
Yes.
And did you talk to him about taking those tranquilizers, that she took those tranquilizers when she, just after June 4th, when she was initially arrested?
Yes.
And that she had to take those tranquilizers because she couldn't sleep?
Correct.
Oh. Is that right?
Yes.
And so, the tiny clip that we heard was just the tail, is that just the tail end of this conversation during the interview?
It was.
And just that tail end of the conversation of the interview, is that just talking about how she felt after she took 8 months of tranquilizers?
Yes.
But you didn't get to review this when Mr. Martinez was playing the clip for you, did you?
No, I did not.
System when he reviewed it, what or not.
Oh, right.
What was your answer?
I did not have an opportunity to review it prior to the clip being played.
He didn't show it to you, did he?
No.
You remember you were asked about the scoring for the PDS test?
Yes.
Okay. And I know this was gone over quite a bit, but it seems like you weren't able to always finish your answers. So,
Characterization, relevance.
okay. Let's talk about that for a second. You had, you were telling us something about the numbers 15, 16, or 17, right?
Yes.
Do those numbers make any difference with regard to whether or not the test confirms a diagnosis for PTSD?
No, they have nothing to do with that at all.
Why don't they?
Because they don't count in reaching that first level of criteria. What does count are the number of items that are checked off in a particular box by the client.
And you know you're hungry.
For each of the 6 criteria, or actually they were more, she met the foundation, the diagnostic criteria for PTSD before any numbers were calculated at all. Those numbers only impact the degree of
It should fix
symptom
it
severity
when I bounce on,
and
you
the
know,
total number of symptoms
my knee hits
reviewed
the
or
computer or something.
endorsed. I did not
Oh,
refer
let's
to
do
those
the
in my
time
report.
zone.
I was not interested in those numbers. What I was interested in
Love you guys.
was the test support my
I love you
contention
guys. We'll be back with some more SchreeTV coverage, live coverage of the Jodi Arias trial. Right here with your girl, SchreeTV. You know what I'm saying? How? I love you.